To our vineyard in Monfumo. This is our, it's called Pra Grande vineyard. We are Prosecco producers since the late 70s. It's always been a family business. We just make Asolo DOCG Prosecco, and we're trying to work with other old varieties and not just Glera. That is the synonym for Prosecco. We have 12 hectares as a whole. We farm organically, and we follow every step in the production. Every member of the family has their own job in a way. So my father follows the winery. My brother works in the vineyards, and then my mom and my sister-in-law help us too.
Do you export your wine?
Yeah, we've been exporting our wines for a long time. We started in the late 90s as a joke. It wasn't. It's a very funny story how we started, and we export mainly to the US, UK, Australia, Norway, Austria.
And tell me more about the joke, when you say it was a joke.
Yeah, so my dad was sales rep for filters and stuff for wineries, so he knew a lot of people around, and he's a very funny man in a way, so he has a lot of friends. As we do the same in our job. We don't like to think of our customers as merely customers. We want them to be our friends too. We want to build a relationship with them. And so he had a friend, and this friend of course had the winery, and his importer was looking for a Prosecco, and he called my dad. He had a list of producers. He called my dad to see if the producers were good or not, and my dad, as a joke, said him, "Why don't you send him to our winery?" And we were still in the garage. And he came to our winery, tasted the wines, and he stayed with us a whole day. And of course he took some samples for his colleagues back home, and he had a car full of samples from very good wineries. And so we said, okay, we tried, but we're not gonna make it. And a couple of days later, he actually called us, and we started working together. And I still remember my dad calling at night because of the time difference, because there was no email, no internet back then, just fax, which now it seems like ages. It seems like ages ago, and so that's how we started. And step by step, it's always been word of mouth. And I think that's the best thing.
And you've got lovely scenery here. So this is the Asolo region?
Yeah, Asolo DOCG. Monfumo is one of the best places, in our opinion, in Asolo DOCG. And we're trying, in a way, to keep the vineyards we have here. This vineyard specifically was planted in the late 50s, but it wasn't healthy. The vines weren't healthy when we bought it. So it's 100% Bianchetta Trevigiana. That is a indigenous variety from Monfumo. And so we're trying to keep the tradition, and we saved some of the healthier vines, and we planted some the rooted cuttings that you see. We tried to use the wood from the old vines to make them.
And you are 100% organic in what you do?
We farm organically. It's not, believe me, it's not a marketing thing. We spend the most time in the vineyards, and we want to be healthy. So we do it for us before anybody else, and of course for the environment and everything else too.
And is this your latest employee?
Well, yeah, this is our very good friend, Bele. It keeps sparrows away, hopefully, and yeah, we love it very much.
Yeah. Is he on a good salary? Good money?
Yeah,
He
of
earns,
course.
he earns a lot of money, doesn't
Yeah.
he? Yeah, good.